I, the Empress K, and we are here for 600 Seconds with HYLO Art. Today we have Danielle Reevers. Thank you so much for joining us today. Y'all give it up for her.
Thank you.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good. Well, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us today. So let's start here. If you will, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, I'm an Aquarius. I like long walks at the beach. No, I work at the Department of Disabilities and Special Needs. On my free time, I'm just a regular person. For the most part, just a homebody. I like to write. I like to read. I like to spend time with my kids.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. So how did you get started?
I got started when I was little, like maybe elementary school, middle school. I always liked writing poetry, but I never let anybody read it. I never let everybody see it. I just like to write it. And then my poetry turned into stories. And then my story turned into my life. Then my life became a book.
Okay. A great book at that, I must say. So if you will share a little bit with us some of your influences and inspirations.
My influences were life. Everything that I went through, everything I was blessed with, everything I had to learn from contributed to everything that I do. Given life, different situations with where I worked at, different situations of who I've been with, the people that surrounded me, friends, family, all that. That's my influences.
What is it like being an unofficial motivational speaker?
It feels it makes me complete. It was said when I came here the last time, if you can influence one person, you've done your job. To know that I've touched somebody's heart, that means a lot to me. And then to go from one person to say I got 2, 10, 20, I mean, it's overwhelmingly amazing to me. I don't take any of it for granted. I appreciate it all.
Yeah. So where does your Instagram name come from? It's Reckless Verbals?
Reckless Inspiration.
Inspiration.
Reckless Verbals was my sister's Instagram name. And I took that from her. If anybody knows about my sister, she passed 7 years ago.
Rest in peace.
So I took that from her because she always had a mouthful. And the way she spoke, she was very outspoken. She spoke whatever was on her mind. And so when it comes to me and my inspiration, I might be bold about it. It's straightforward, hold no punches. And so it was like her, but I didn't want to take her name. So instead of it being Reckless Verbals, I did Reckless Inspiration.
I like that.
Whew. It's my sister.
I know. Rest in peace. How did having a broken bone impact you? I gotta shout her out though. She came in here last week with the cast on, showing love and support. You gotta love that.
Just all that. Breaking a bone, that was a very new experience. I would never want to do it again. Look, still got the thing on. I was practicing all day how I was gonna walk without limping. But it was new to me. It taught me how to be careful about myself, and I applied it to life. Like, be careful what you're doing. Watch your step, number 1.
Yeah.
So I broke my ankle, and you just got to be more careful. Watch your surroundings, and open your eyes while you're walking.
That's a good tip. Yeah. So how important is family to you?
Family is my foundation. We can say that it's everything, but it's what started everything for me. From the bottom. I can build from there, but I'd be nothing without it.
So what did I say? Why is autism awareness important to you?
Because I do adult education for people with autism. They have different learning styles, different learning abilities, but they are so brilliant. Their brains are so beautiful, and not a lot of people see it that way. They just see it with people with disabilities or mentally, and I can't stand when they say they're mentally retarded. They just learn different. But the way they learn is in ways that we don't.
Yeah.
So in a way, they're smarter than we are. They can grasp a lot more. It's just different ways they approach about it. So when it comes to autism awareness, I just want to let people be aware of how they do things, just to let them know there's nothing wrong with them.
Yeah.
And I have people, friends, family, coworkers that have people in their family with autism. So I like to shed the light.
Yeah.
It's
I feel that's very important because, you
Very
know,
much so.
oftentimes people are ignorant to a lot. So being able to open their minds and broaden their perspective, that's a beautiful thing. So tell us about your books, Truth Serum, okay, and journal entry number 33.
Truth Serum, I hate to say that I have a favorite, but I do. That's my favorite because that's my baby. That's what got me, that's what broke me out of my, I guess, shy stage of writing. That's the first piece of writing that I've ever shown anybody. Like, I wrote the book, pencil and paper, in a notebook, and I was like, I'm gonna publish this. I'm gonna show people that I'm actually gonna do this. And everything that's in that book is from my life. Switched around some names, added a couple other experiences, but for the most part, it's all about me, what I've experienced with my friends, with my close friends, relatives. So it means a lot because if you read True Serum, it's like you're reading about me.
That's real.
That's like my unofficial autobiography. Love it. And did we go to journal entry number 33? Yeah, okay. So journal entry number 33, after I got my little toe wet, I decided to get too wet.
Okay.
So it was more so about things that people can relate to, about life, about relationships, about experiences they have, ups and downs that people don't like to talk about. It's all the way in there, even in Truth Serum, definitely in Truth Serum. I shed light on myself about things that I really didn't open up about when I was younger, about being depressed or about being lonely, being sad, being over the top, not knowing who I was. So both of those books mean a lot to me, but Truth Serum was what really broke it. Love it.
So do I. So, what's the best work you've done so far? What would you say?
Making babies.
Okay.
That's my best work of art. My daughters, Samaya, Samari, and my newest work, Elias.
Elias. Shout out to the kids.
My babies, that's my best work, my most favorite work of art. That's what I cherish. I did that. That's the best story I ever wrote.
I like how you said I did that.
I did that.
So if you will, let me ask, how important is giving back to you?
Giving back to the community? Oh, very important. Because we have a lot of people that, like, philanthropy is like another one of those things that I want to delve in when I get it like that. But a lot of people, when they get big or they make a lot of money or they have enough to give back, they go across the country. And we got people right here that need us. So giving back to our community, helping them read, helping kids stay in school, keeping the violence out the streets is so important to me. I can go anywhere else, but why would I do that when I can be right here in Columbia? Because we need us.
I can most certainly feel you there. Oftentimes, unfortunately, that short radius can be overlooked. So I most certainly do feel you there. Tell us about some upcoming events and projects that you have going on. What's happening? What's happening?
Upcoming project, I am almost finished with my 3rd book. It's called Sacrifice Yourself. Now, Sacrifice Yourself, I've done the fiction based on true events, a fiction novel, but this is actually my first inspirational writing. Okay. This is all about helping you to achieve your goals when you focus more on yourself and focus more on what you want to do, your goals, and key points of how to get you there. So this is what Truth Serum and actually a little bit of journal entry number 33 is leading up to. So if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, you see those little nice little posts and quotes and stuff, you'll get a book full of that and Sacrifice Yourself.
You know, it just hit me, journal entry number 33.
I started writing journal entry number 33 when I was in the process of writing it when I turned 33.
Yeah.
So that was leading up to the point of my 33rd year on this earth. So all the experiences that I've seen, that I've witnessed, that I can relate to, that's what happened in journal entry number 33. Yeah.
Okay. So what's your favorite childhood memory? She had to laugh about that, y'all.
Listen, me and my friends, we were up late one night. We were playing spades. We were outside cooking on the grill. It had to have been like 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. And my father, and one of the oldest guys in the bunch, was talking about traveling. And my dad was like, I'll go to DC right now. That's where my family is from, by the way. So, because we like going back and forth up there for no reason. So he's like, I'll ride to DC. And then my dad was like, listen, I'll go gas up this car. I'll pack everybody else and we can go right now, don't play. And my friend was like, okay, well, let's go. So I went in the house and I packed my bag because my dad wasn't playing. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. We're about to go to DC. Our friends there's a whole group of friends. The whole neighborhood is family. So everybody's calling their mama, calling their daddy. Their friends, their moms and dads like, it's too late. No, you can't go. It's too late. No, you can't go. And the guy that was talking to my dad, he couldn't even go. But we got one friend to go. We packed our bags. By this time, it was almost 2 o'clock in the morning. We packed our bags, called the mom, did the pouty face. Can she go, please? We went to DC. We got there about 8 o'clock in the morning, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. And then when we was close to DC, we got another phone call, so we ended up going to New York. The best time I've ever had. The best ride that we wasn't supposed to take.
Okay. Or at least the ride you didn't think you needed to take.
Right.
Okay. So if you will, tell us about some of your tattoos. How many do you have, if you don't mind me asking?
Don't make me lie. I can't count. They're here, they're there, they're everywhere. If I could, hold on. Be a little bit more authentic here.
I could pull a sleeve.
Yeah. I have it on my sleeve a little bit. Yeah. All right. When I started, I had a good and bad side. I had my dark side, I had my heavenly side. This is my good side, which I started with my sister. This is my bad side, which started with the skull and this spider web right here. But it turned into something spiritual. And so it turned into paisley art and things that were beautiful. And my body became a canvas. So, hence you have Paisley. And of course, my aunt. I had to have my aunt. Now, the other ones you can't see is for a reason.
Mind your business.
Okay. But actually, I do have 3 on my back. I have 3 purple lotuses on my back. They're for my grandmother, which passed. That's on my dad's side. My aunt, who passed from breast cancer, and then my sister, of course. So they have my 3 purple lotuses.
Beautiful. So, if you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you most want to travel to?
It's a toss-up. Me and my family were actually talking today about going to Montego Bay. Never been out the country. I was scared to get on a plane. I didn't even think about going to Vegas. I was like, can we drive? But when I got on the plane, I was just like, let's take flight. So they was like, okay, we can go to Montego Bay. But another place that nobody else thought about going was Iceland. Don't ask me why. It's just a place that it doesn't seem like nobody talks about, but I want to see it for myself. Yeah. So, you've been to Iceland?
Shout out to Iceland.
Yes.
Okay. What's your favorite comedy TV show?
One?
Yeah, just give us one. I'm curious, because, yeah.
Living Single. Okay. My favorite. My all-time favorite.
I think that's a first for me here at 600 Seconds. So that's cool.
I love Living Single. Because you got different personalities, everybody doing something different, and it kind of depicts the people that I hang around now. Everybody has something different going on. But they all together as friends and family. So, love Living Single.
That's a good one. That's a classic, too. So, if you could choose a music playlist, a 2-song playlist, right? 1 song for the day and 1 song for the night. What 2 songs would they be?
It's another hard one. I don't got to. It depends on the night. If I want a mellow night, I would always pick In the Sentimental Mood. I know that.
Can you sing a little bit?
It's not a song. I mean, it's not a singing song. It's jazz.
Oh, no, I don't know that one.
Yes, In the Sentimental Mood.
By who?
That's Duke Ellington. Okay. Yes, love jazz music. It's very soothing. Most of the times when I'm trying to get crunk up at night, probably not. But when I'm just getting off of work, that's all I want to hear. It's something slow, something mellow, something that'll calm my nerves from every hustle and bustle that I've went throughout the day. In the morning, as a disclaimer, I'm kind of like old. So in the morning, I like hearing Frankie Beverly and Maze. Happy People, The Golden Type of Day, like this stuff that's like you could vibe to it, but not too much. I don't want to do Lil Jon and the East Side Boys too early in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you.
But yeah, that's it.
Though, yeah, I'll just leave that there. If you could work with one creative, who would it be?
Tyler Perry. Because it just seems like he's there. He gets it. He's been in every aspect of life there is possible, from being homeless, being in the middle, to being rich, to having ups, to having downs, to having maybes. And I just want to pick his brain. Like, how did you do this? How did you get through that? How did you keep pushing through this? Yeah. I don't mean cool. Tyler Perry.
That's cool. What is your I made it moment?
This is my I made it moment. If I continue to do stuff like this, if I continue to get invited to things like this, and people continue to want me to show up and tell about myself, tell about my works consistently, that's how I know I made it. Yeah. So this right here, I'm already making it.
Hey, I'm with that. I love that. Clap it up for y'all. Most certainly. What advice would you have for others? If you could just give one piece of advice, what would that be?
Don't listen to outside voices. Listen to your own. Everybody is always going to have their own opinion about what you should do, what you shouldn't do, what's going to work for you, what's not going to work for you. Nobody knows you better than yourself. So if you have in your mind what you want to do, I don't care if you want to prostitute. If that's what you want to do, and you feel like you're good at it, do it. Because that's your life. And nobody should ever tell you how to live your life.
That's real. Y'all make some noise for that. For individuality. Love that. So why should people follow and support you?
Because I take a step forward from being original. And I tell my students this all the time, it takes nothing to be original, it takes everything to be an individual. So not only am I an original person, I'm an individual. Because I can wake up knowing there's nobody else like me in this world. I'm not like anybody else. You're not gonna see another me. So that's why. I'm the only person you're gonna see like this.
So how can people follow and support you?
I'm working on it, but I am on Facebook. My government name is Danielle Reevers. I have another page on Facebook that is Creative Expressions, another name that my sister created. It just shows you a little bit about how I eat and give you a little 2 cents on inspirational things that might help you throughout the day. And of course, Instagram, I am Reckless Inspiration. And I have my own website. It's www.truthsofthereevers.com. I don't have Snapchat. I don't have TikTok. But I told my kids I was going to work on it. It was like, how are you going to put yourself out there and you're not on all the social platforms? I was like, give me a minute. So I'm working on the TikTok, the Snapchat, and it was something else they told me, a YouTube channel. So once I'm finished with my third book, I did want to give excerpts on those types of platforms so people will know what you're getting into, because I'm not going to tell you to buy my books or read what I'm writing if you don't know whether or not you're going to like it. I'd rather give you a little bit to go off of so you be like, oh yeah, I need to get her shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm working on it. For right now, it's just Facebook and Instagram though. And I do live, so you can pretty much see everything that I'm doing. So
that's cool. Do you have any final shout outs?
My babies. They are my reason. They are my why. Everybody that came out, everybody that's doing something, everybody that came out here that's creative, that's taking the next step and doing this for themselves. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to HYLO Art. Thank y'all for inviting me.
Thank you for being here.
I really, really appreciate it because I don't know, I never did anything like this before, so it was just nice to be invited. Shout out to everybody that has tried to do something like this but wasn't sure, it was kind of iffy. Listen, I can get my ass on this stage and do this, y'all can do it. So, shout out to all y'all.
That's what's up. So with that being said, y'all give it up one good time for D. Reevers for joining us 600 Seconds with HYLO Art. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
That